Hello everyone, welcome to this session. I am Dr. Asha Thange and today we are going to learn M-Array wideband FSK scheme. At the end of this session, you will be able to explain M-Array wideband FSK signaling scheme, describe working of M-Array FSK modulator and demodulator. These are the contents we will be covering in this session. Before starting with M-Array FSK signaling scheme in detail, pause the video and recall what is the difference between binary and M-Array digital signaling scheme. Yes, binary signaling scheme uses only two symbols consisting of single bit either 1 or 0, whereas M-Array signaling scheme uses the combination of two or more bits to represent a single symbol. Let us now see M-Array wideband FSK signaling scheme in detail. We know that in M-Array FSK scheme, M different carrier frequencies are used to represent the M symbols. The signal is represented by Si of t equal to A cos 2 pi FCIT during one symbol duration of Ts, where I is ranging from 1 to M. The M different frequencies of FSK signal are given by Fci equal to Fc plus I minus M by 2 delta F, for I ranging from 1 to M, and delta F is difference between the two adjacent frequencies. These frequencies are so chosen that they are orthogonal to each other and thus there is no interference between adjacent carrier frequencies. Now figure shows the M-Array FSK signal for M equal to 4. As shown here, two bits are grouped to form four different symbols and are represented by four different carrier frequencies. Thus, all carrier frequency signals in M-Array FSK signal are of duration Ts, they have equal energy and are orthogonal to each other over the interval 0 to Ts. These signals have following property. The integration of product of any two carrier signals over one symbol duration Ts, it results into a positive amplitude signal given by A square Ts upon 2, where I is equal to J. That is when both FSK signals are of same frequency. Whereas the result is zero amplitude signal when they are of different frequency. That is, the correlation between the two signals is checked here. This property is used to demodulate the M-Array wideband FSK signal. M-Array FSK scheme conserves power at an expense of increased bandwidth. Its minimum bandwidth is approximately equal to MRS upon 2. Now, in order to achieve the minimum bandwidth, the closest frequency separation between the adjacent signals, that is omega d equal to mod of omega n minus omega m for m not equal to n, it must satisfy that omega d should be greater than or equal to pi rs. For example, one such choice of frequency is, say, if omega 1 is equal to k pi rs, where k is an integer, then omega n is equal to omega 1 plus n minus 1 times pi rs for value of n from 2, 3 to m. Let us now see how M-Array FSK signal is generated. We know that M-Array FSK signal is given by Si of t is equal to A cos 2 pi Fci of t over one symbol duration for I ranging from 1 to m. Consider m equal to 4. Now let us see how 4FSK signal is generated. A simple logic of multiplexing is used to generate a FSK signal. To generate a 4FSK signal, a 4:1 multiplexer is used. 4 different carrier signals which are orthogonal to each other are applied to the 4 inputs of the multiplexer. The input bit stream is applied to serial to parallel converter, and then these parallel bits are applied to control the signals of the multiplexer. The output of multiplexer is 4FSK signal. Thus, as shown in the figure, when input symbol is 0, 0, S1 of t is transmitted during the symbol duration. When input symbol is 0, 1, S2 of t is transmitted. When input symbol is 1, 0, S3 of t is transmitted. And when input symbol is 1, 1, S4 of t is transmitted. So, this is how M-Array FSK signal is generated. Let us see how M-Array FSK signal is demodulated. Consider a 4FSK demodulator. Here, coherent type receiver is used. For 4FSK signal, 4 correlation receivers are used, which are also known as integrate and dump filters. The incoming M-Array FSK signal is applied to one input of all the multipliers. The carrier signal is used to generate the FSK signal are applied to second input of the multipliers as shown. These are the reference signals. The output of these multipliers are then integrated over a time duration of one symbol. And at the end of each symbol duration, Ts, the output of each integrator is sampled. These amplitudes are then compared in a comparator where, depending upon which input is having higher amplitude, respective symbols are generated. This is similar to encoding process. Further, parallel to serial converter is used to get an output demodulated bit stream. For example, consider if the incoming FSK signal is S1 of t for a symbol duration, then as per the property of signals discussed earlier, the output of first integrator, that is correlator 1, output is a positive amplitude signal, which is sampled at the end of the symbol duration Ts, whereas all other correlators output, they have 0 amplitude. This makes the comparator to generate a symbol 0, 0, which after parallel to serial converter generates output bit stream as shown. So, this is how M-Array FSK signal is demodulated. The bandwidth of M-Array FSK is given by B is equal to M upon 2 Ts Hertz. Bandwidth efficiency is thus given by rho is equal to 2 log of m to the base 2 upon m bits per second per Hertz. Thus, we can say that for M-Array FSK signaling scheme, as m increases, bandwidth increases and bandwidth efficiency decreases. M-Array FSK has better noise immunity than M-Array ASK signal. All the transmitted M signals are equal in energy and duration. As signals are orthogonal to each other, there is no crowding in signal space. Also, the bandwidth efficiency of M-Array FSK decreases and the power efficiency increases with increase in M. Thus, in this session, we studied what is M-Array FSK signaling scheme, its representation, and how M-Array FSK signal is generated and demodulated. These are the references used. Thank you.